What's going on, guys? Welcome into New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. And in today's show, we're going to break down some Knicks draft news and rumors. The Knicks, they've worked out a lot of players so far. They have already worked out 20 different players in their pre-draft workouts, which is a lot of players, but that's normal for most franchises. And the Knicks recently worked out TyTy Washington, Malaki Branham, and Dyson Daniels, and they work together in 3-on-3 situations. We'll get you the full list of the 20 players, but some news and notes. Stephen Bondy reported that the 3-on-3 scrimmage between Washington, Branham, and Daniels was competitive on Monday, and that World Wide West treated the recruits to a Sunday night preliminary dinner. Supposedly, World Wide West ordered one of everything on the menu. Shout out to him. And Branham said it got competitive in the 3-on-3 situations. And he said, if I'm a lottery guy and the next guy's a lottery guy, I'm going at his head. I love that out of a prospect like Branham. He's rising off my draft boards. I'm not sure he's a target at 11, but maybe if Leon Rose trades down like he did last year, then they could make that move. The Knicks owned the number 11 and number 42 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, so I could see them moving down and trying to get more picks maybe in the second round. But the Knicks, I think this is important to note, they interviewed Daniels and Branham at the NBA Draft Combine, but not TyTy Washington. They had all three in pre-draft workouts, but not all three of them got interviews at the NBA Draft Combine. So I feel like that tells you a little bit of the pecking order of what Leon Rose, World Wide West, and the rest of this Knicks front office kind of ranks these three. But here's the full list of the Knicks pre-draft workouts. Dyson Daniels, probably the biggest name on the list. Then you got Darius Days and Tari Eason out of LSU. They're both forwards. Then Tyson, Etienne, I'm really not sure how you say his name. He's out of Wichita State. Then Jordan Goldwire, the guard out of OU. James Akinjo, the point guard out of Baylor. Then the Boeheim brothers out of Syracuse. Those guys, they can shoot the lights out. And, of course, Malaki Branham and Gabe Brown, the forward out of Michigan State. And his name is Etienne. I don't know why I misspoke. Etienne is his name. Andrew Jones, the guard out of Texas. He's got a really cool story. Battled back from some sickness and health issues. Back onto the hardwood. Maybe he could be a second-round draft prospect. A lot of these guys that the Knicks have brought in are targets at 42. They'll hold private workouts for guys at pick number 11. TyTy Washington headlines this list, but also our guy Kai Sotto. We'll talk about Kai Sotto later on in today's video, but I want to get all Knicks fans involved in the show early today. Who do you want the Knicks to draft in the NBA draft? We're creeping up on the draft, just a couple of weeks away, and we're going to do more draft coverage on this channel. So I want to know from you Knicks fans, who do you want the Knicks to select in the NBA draft? Look, we're going to cover the hell out of the NBA draft here on New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports, youtube.com/KnicksTV. If you haven't yet, go down right now and hit that big red button. We're trying to get to 7,000 subscribers, 3 to the dome. Let's do it for Carmelo Anthony. 3-point ball, Carmelo Anthony. Do it for your guy, Melo. If you haven't yet, lock us in. Free videos every single day on the latest Knicks news and rumors. Hit that big red button and join the squad. Let's break down some of these players and what they did at Knicks workout. Dyson Daniels was the biggest player and the biggest name at these Knicks workouts, and he shined at the NBA Draft Combine. Jonathan Givony, Draft Express on Twitter, one of the best follows to get information from during the NBA draft cycle, said this back on May 21st. He said, Dyson Daniels had, in my view, the most impressive showing of any prospect on the pro day circuit at the NBA Combine, shooting the lights out and looking like he still has immense potential he's yet to tap into, starting to generate some top 5 pick buzz. Hopefully he doesn't go in the top 5 because the Knicks wouldn't be able to draft him. But Dyson Daniels, he spoke with Knicks media members at his workout with the Knicks, and he said this, which I know got a lot of people pumped up. He said, defense is my strength. I'm going to bring it every game. I'm going to go out there and guard the best players. That's my most NBA-ready skill. New York, you have a very defensive-oriented team, and Coach Tibbs is a great coach. If that's my role on this team, if I get selected, I'm going to play that role for sure. That's what I like about Dyson Daniels, the 6'8 point guard, combo guard, guard forward. He can play positions 1 through 4. And the fact that he wants to bring it every night on the defensive end, he knows that's how he's going to have to get on the court as a rookie under Tom Thibodeau. If you look at what he did last year in the G League with the Ignite, the numbers don't necessarily pop off the screen. But it's the fact that he can do a little bit of everything. Averaged 11 points per game, 4.5 assists, shot 44% from the field, and a pretty brutal 25% from three. But everybody you talk to, Jonathan Givony, Draft Express, they've noted that in these pre-draft workouts, his shooting form has changed, he's improved, and he's been a knockdown shooter. It's easier to shoot in an open gym when nobody's guarding you, but a young kid can always get better at shooting the basketball, and I think that's something Dyson Daniels will do at the NBA level. Kevin O'Connor, who covers the NBA for The Ringer, this was his player breakdown of Daniels. He said, he's such an advanced pick-and-roll artist that he's already able to draw in defenders with the threat of his floater and pull-up, only to throw a jump pass to his rolling big man. He just executes at a high level. When a shooter comes off a screen, he puts the ball right in their pocket. If a play is called for a lob, he makes it easy for the guy leaping to the basket. There's no pass that he can't make. He's a do-it-all player on the basketball court, standing at 6'8" with a 6'11" wingspan, 195 pounds. This is a big guard. He can play point guard. He can play off ball. He can play at the wing spot, and he's elite defender with versatility. He can guard positions 1 through 4. He's going to be able to get on the court early in his NBA career because of what he's able to do on the defensive side. The Knicks, they like to switch a lot of pick and rolls. He's a perfect fit in that scheme. He can play on and off the ball. He can dominate the ball in pick and roll situations where he's best by throwing those pocket bounce passes, throwing lobs to a guy like Obi Toppin or Mitchell Robinson. And he's also a solid athlete that plays with heart. He plays with 110% intensity, and that's what you have to do to make it in Madison Square Garden in the Mecca of basketball. He also has shown flashes of playmaking excellence. This is someone that is very skilled. He can put the ball on the deck. He loves to get his teammates involved. This is a do-it-all player, and I think Tom Thibodeau, if he had his say-so, would make Dyson Daniels the pick for the Knicks at number 11 overall. But look, I'll leave this up to you, Knicks fans. As a Knicks fan, we're loud, we're proud, and we like our opinions to be heard. So let me know in the comments section. Do you think the Knicks should draft Dyson Daniels? Could it be a logjam at point guard? Do you want to see Emmanuel quickly get those reps? Sound off in the comment section. Type D for draft or type P for pass. The other two lottery guys that the Knicks worked out during the NBA pre-draft workouts were Malaki Branham and TyTy Washington. Both point guards, shooting guard, combo guards, very similar type of players, but I think I lean a little bit more towards Malaki Branham, even though TyTy Washington is ranked higher by a lot of draft experts. Branham last year was one of the best shooters in the country as a freshman. Shot 49% from the field while shooting 41.6% from the three-point line. Branham stands at 6'5.5" with a 6'10" wingspan, while TyTy Washington is almost 6'4" with a 6'8" wingspan. TyTy's a better creator in the pick and roll. He can get his teammates involved more. He averaged 4 assists compared to 2 for Branham. But overall, TyTy is a target at pick number 11. Branham is not. He is rising up draft boards, but TyTy is a guy that has been talked about that's going to the Knicks for a while. He comes from that Kentucky pipeline. He talked about World Wide West. He talked about Kenny Payne. He talked about Emmanuel Quickly. He played with Obi Toppin's brother at Kentucky. But I wouldn't necessarily reach for TyTy at 11 because that's what I think it would be at number 11 for Washington. But Branham, he is shooting up draft boards. And that's what happens when you can shoot the ball. When you shoot 41% from 3 at the college level, your name is going to be tossed into the NBA draft in the first round. And Branham, he's not just a spot-up shooter. He can put it on the deck. He can get to the hole. He can finish with his left hand, right hand. I think he would be a good fit in the backcourt alongside a guy like R.J. Barrett. If the Knicks want to go more towards an offense where R.J. Barrett is a predominant ball handler, Branham would be a perfect 2-guard or other point guard or guard to go with R.J. He can spot up. He's 6'5". He's athletic. He can run in the open court, and he's got sneaky athleticism, and I've seen him put it on the top of defenders' heads very much so. I'm a big fan of Branham and the fact that what he can do on the hardwood. What about this, though? Maybe you want to trade down in the NBA draft to select a guy like Branham, because I don't think you necessarily have to reach on him at 11, but maybe you trade down to pick number 18 or 20, and maybe he's your guy on the clock. But let me know. We know Leon Rose likes to trade down, did it a couple times last draft. Type Y for yes if you do want to trade down, or if you want to stick at 11, pick the best hooper on the board. Type N for no. We teased it at the top of the show. talking about Kai Sotto. Could the Knicks look to select Kai Sotto with pick number 42 in the NBA draft, the Knicks' second round pick? Right now, his name is surging. He is gaining a lot of traction, and honestly, deservedly so. 7'2", 240 pounds. He played for the Adelaide 36ers in the NBL last year, the top Australian basketball league over there. He's 20 years old. He's not that agile, needs to improve his footwork, but he's a good rim protector. He's not just some guy that looks like he's wearing cement shoes out there. He's a little bit, he would impress you, I feel like, if you went and watched his tape and saw how quick he is. And the fact that he's 7'2.5", 7'3", he's a solid rim protector. And although he doesn't shoot a lot of threes, only shot like a half a three a game last year with the 36ers, he has a solid form, and maybe one day he could become an okay three-point shooter. Last year, coming off the bench for the 36ers, averaged 7.5 points, 4.4 rebounds, 50% from the field, and almost a block a night. Look, he's an interesting prospect. I think he's a raw talent, going to take some time to develop, but it's someone that you might want to throw a dart at the dartboard and say, hey, a semi-athletic guy that's 7'2", 7'3", coming over to the Knicks in the second round, why not take a chance on the guy? So if you want the Knicks to select Kai Sotto in round 2 of the NBA draft, let me know by typing KS in the comment section. Sound off if you want to see Kai Sotto with the New York Knicks. I appreciate everyone that's made New York Knicks Now a part of their day today. You're a real one. If you haven't yet, show me some love over on Twitter. Give me a follow at @MarshallGreen_. And everyone that follows me from this video, I'll make sure to follow you back. Just send me a DM. Let me know you came from the Kai Sotto video.